Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Premium Aquatics. Luke here with the tank. You know what we're doing? Well, you don't know what we're doing, but let's get into it, guys. I hope you're having a great week. Come on. So this weekend, we're going to go over something very simple, a great piece of equipment to add to your tank. I don't think I've had one on this system yet. I'm trying to think. No, I have not. And that would be, bam, the TwoLittleFishies Phosban Reactor. This is the 150. It is a very small, compact design. All you have to do is add tubing and a pump to it, and obviously your choice of media, whether it be carbon, phosphate. You could use other stuff, but that's generally what we see used with the TwoLittleFishies reactor. For me, I'm going to use some carbon. I just want to try it out. I want to get it on there, talk to you guys about it real quick. This is going to be a simple setup, so let's go ahead, bring it off there. Let's get out the table, let's open this up and show you what we get. All right, let's go ahead, open this bad boy up. As you can maybe read here, this reactor is rated for up to 150 gallons. So small system, but able to actually handle quite a lot with it. The footprint on it is about 17.5 by 4.5 inches. For flow, they recommend 80 to really, or max of 80 to 90 gallons per hour, depending on what and how much media you're using. So like, they recommend 130 grams of Phosban, max flow of 80 gallons per hour. For 200 grams of Phosban, recommend 90 gallons per hour max. So it just depends on a couple of catalysts. One, what your phosphate or carbon media or whatever that recommends, and then how much you're using. But here's what comes with it. Our guidelines. And then here's a ball valve, zip ties, and a hose clamp. And then we have our fittings for our input and output, elbows, so we want to do elbows. And then, very simply put, we have our reactor. This guy is very nice, very compact. So what's awesome about this is this can fit in very, very small spots. If you don't have a lot of room and you want to run carbon and you want to run a reactor so it's as efficient as possible, this is definitely one of the best ways to go just because of how small it is. And I lied to you guys. I forgot. We had the Nios reactor on here, which we ran for quite a while and then took that down finally. So I'm excited to get some more carbon going on this tank just to help clarify the water. Again, that's what I'm going to be using it for. It can be used for other granular media, but carbon and GFO are the most common. So this is extremely simple to set up. We have this bracket here that can hang on the lip. You could technically set it down on the sump. You can put this in your tank. So all you need to do is add some hose to this, which they recommend 1/2 inch ID, and then some sort of power head. Now I regret I forgot the power head, so I'm gonna have to get one so I can hook this up. We would put this ball valve on the input just to be able to better control our flow. It does come with this already, which is very nice. And then it comes with these fittings, 2 straight nozzles, 2 elbows, and that we could technically, if we wanted to elbow it, instead of having it come straight up, all we would do is put on our elbows, and these are silicone, so very simple to put on, and then we just put on this secondary barb on each piece, and then we connect our tubing. This is super simple to set up. We don't have to use a lot of carbon. If you want to use more, you definitely can, but generally speaking, you're not using a ton unless you have a very, very large system. Another thing to keep in mind, you can run these in tandem. If you have a bigger system, or if you want to run one with carbon, one with GFO, one with bioplastics, whatever you want to do, you can technically run these in tandem, get a little bit bigger of a pump maybe, put it on there, put it on your input, take this output to the next reactor, take that output to your sump or to another one. Just keep in mind, the more you add onto it, the more you're going to have to be very, very particular with your flow, because obviously the first reactor is going to get the biggest amount of pressure, and you want to make sure you're not blowing the first media to bits. Another option you could also do is actually just take one larger pump and then create a manifold, and then just have, one pipe with 3 outlets or 2 outlets or whatever it may be, and then have each outlet go to its own reactor. That way you can actually individually control them and not have to run them in tandem. Creates a little bit more plumbing, but in general, I would probably prefer that over running them in line, just because you have to take into consideration a little bit more of this flow. To open it up, all we're going to do is unscrew this. Very simple, and we can pull this out. We got our sponge just to protect from any carbon or media coming out. And then our central tube, this is where the water goes down in, comes out the bottom. And then of course another plate and sponge. It's going to be very simple to pull this out, clean it, do maintenance on it, and then put it back in, line up our piece of tubing, and literally, it's that simple, guys. That's it. Go get one. I recommend it. I haven't been running it simply because, well, this is me we're talking about, and I don't do everything I probably should. But we're going to get this up and running. I'm going to go get some plumbing. I'm going to get a pump. My MaxJet that I did have is down, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I need to look at it, but we'll get this up and running. We'll see how it does, and I'll give you a comparison of what it was compared to the Nios. It's an easy piece of equipment to set up to help clarify, clean up your water, and make it just that much better. So I definitely recommend it. Go check it out. TwoLittleFishies. We love them. Phosban Reactor 150. There is a larger size you can take a look at. The 550, which is rated for more, has a bigger chamber. So that is something you can go check out too. As always, I'll put a link in the description below for this, as well as the 550. Go check it out. There's also a giveaway that we're doing for a Sicce pump. I'm going to put a link for that as well. Don't miss out. It's a free giveaway. You do nothing but sign up. There's a couple different ways to do it. It's free. Don't miss out, guys. It's a great way to get a good pump on your system. That's it. Have a great 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Stay safe, happy, healthy. Enjoy those fireworks, and I'll catch you here in another short couple weeks. Peace.